Hi and welcome back to another video with us here at Footy Index Scout. When first starting out on the Football Index, it's an obvious decision to look at star players at big clubs and choose them to invest into. After all, the Buzz can be considered something of a popularity contest in the way that points are awarded to those most in the media. But in this video, we're here to show you how this isn't always the case. If we were to throw out a name like Manchester City's Sergio Aguero and ask how many times you think he has won the Buzz, what would your answer be? 10, 15, maybe 20 times? As a prolific goalscorer and match winner, it's only natural to think that those would turn into a respectable number of Buzz wins. However, the answer is actually 2. Yes, that's right, Sergio Aguero has won the Buzz just twice in the history of the Football Index. That even includes being the very first Buzz winner back in October 2015. With this stat in mind, we thought we'd take a look at some other star names who appear to be allergic to winning the Buzz. And from this, why you should be diligent in checking out the many stats and resources available before making that all-important purchase. We'll take a look at 5 big name players who have all gone over 365 days since their last Buzz win and have no more than 2 wins. Let's take a look in reverse order and start with a teammate of Aguero, John Stones. The City and England player is the second most expensive defender in world football following his £47.5 million transfer from Everton last summer. You would think that a young English player being purchased for such an extravagant fee by the new City manager Pep Guardiola would have created plenty of news. However, this couldn't be further from the truth. Stones signed for Manchester City in August 2016, but as we can see from his Buzz history, his solitary win actually came during his time as an Everton player on April 22, 2016, a gap of currently 375 days. Sure, we had the Pogba saga taking over most of last summer, and indeed, both players actually signed on the same day, so we can forgive Stones for not picking up the Buzz that day. But considering the long lead up to his signing and the Guardiola factor, it's something of a surprise he didn't pick one up earlier and also nothing since. Next up we have the man we've already briefly mentioned. Sergio Aguero's second of his 2 Buzz wins appeared what is currently 381 days ago on April 16, 2016. It seems staggering to think that a player of Aguero's calibre could have such a remarkable drought. When we consider that Aguero has such a tremendous goal scoring record in the Premier League and has pulled off many a win for City, we have to wonder how and why he cannot win the Buzz. Everything seems to be in his favour. A great player and one who others are often compared to, playing for a Champions League club and scoring goals. He should be Football Index Gold, but yet his media presence is severely lacking. Whilst we cannot deny owning him 12 months ago would now see him in a nice profit on his sale value, we have to wonder if his high price is down to new investors thinking they are spotting a bargain. But priced around the top 20 players with a similar price tag such as Ozil, Martial, Neymar and Ronaldo, it's not hard to instantly find better value for your money. Our third player is yet another Manchester City star, Raheem Sterling. We're starting to see a theme here with City players. As yet another gigantically priced young English player signed by City, Sterling once again flatters to deceive with a single Buzz win to his name. This was currently achieved 427 days ago on March 1, 2016. Considering that Sterling has featured in England matches and several high-profile City games, it is something of a surprise to see his woeful Buzz record. Again, there has been some benefit to investing early into Sterling. However, as with Aguero, we suspect a lot of this is down to new investors understandably getting drawn into his status, and thus at his current price of around £1.76, there is much better value to be had elsewhere on the market. Fourth up, and finally we get away from Manchester City with Arsenal's Aaron Ramsey. One single Buzz win came on December 13, 2015, which is currently 506 days ago. When you consider that the Gunners have a very impressive record in the Buzz with 73 combined wins between their 13 winners, for Ramsey to only have one is quite startling. Playing a part in Wales' Euro 2016 campaign and even notching a goal, he hasn't been able to convert any further Buzz wins. Our final player on this list of shame, and yes, you've guessed it, we're back to the blue half of Manchester once again. Kevin De Bruyne has been a huge success at Manchester City, often putting in outstanding displays and winning matches. However, when it comes to the Buzz, his one and only win was back on October 22, 2015, an eye-watering 559 days ago. Whilst with teammates Aguero and Sterling, we can forgive them for at least providing an increase on investment over the long term, in De Bruyne's case he's doing the exact opposite. From a fairly recent high price point of £1.97 just a few months ago, he is now steadily slipping backwards. A current price of £1.37 seems to be about his level over the past 12 months. With no future Buzz wins in sight, we again have to suggest there is much better potential around him on the market. We should also mention a couple of other names who have also gone for an extended dry spell on the index. Willian and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Willian has gone almost as long as De Bruyne, with currently 546 days since his single win, whilst the Ox has gone 432 days since his only time at the top. Whilst we would have been adding them to the list of shame, especially at relatively high current prices, we are giving both a free pass as there is mounting transfer speculation on both players for this coming summer. As such, we fully expect both to start adding to their low returns so far. So there we go, once again thanks for watching our latest video, and we hope you found it interesting and useful. It's an easy mistake to make buying players on the strength of their name and clubs, so it's always pays to do a little bit of research first. Whilst we can't rule out any of these players altering their buzz records, for now history has shown that despite having a big name, it doesn't guarantee giving you a buzz dividend return on your investment. For many more buzz stats like this, we urge everyone to head on over to our website and have a dig through the buzz winners' history. It's a great way to spot trends, see who is in form and who might be overpriced for what they deliver. The link is in the description below. As always, thanks so much for watching our video and we hope you enjoyed it. Give us a thumbs up if you did and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Also remember to follow us on Twitter at FootyIndexScout, where you are welcome to ask us any questions or for advice. Finally, check out our website at footyindexscout.co.uk, where you'll find lots of great resources and useful information. We've got a full history of buzz winners with numerous stats, starter portfolio ideas, player articles and even a spreadsheet to download for free to keep track of all your investments. Thanks again for watching and we'll see you next time.